All right, so it's 3 a.m. and I'm up, like I said. How to get up soon. So dark to dark, 3 a.m. start, 6 hours, less than 6 hours of sleep, but that's okay. Kind of keep myself on Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna grab some fuel and get back on I-40, yay! Still no 93, and is that not the most Midwest thing you've seen in a long time? Alright, so here's our first weather, coming up to the Oklahoma-Arkansas border, a little bit of rain, 60 degrees, not too bad. A lot of this one-lane construction on 40. You know, I don't know why I keep always thinking about these guys who did cannonball runs having to plan these routes around the highway construction. Not that any of this stuff takes a short time to complete, but man, this would suck if you're actually on some type of time schedule. So that'd be a bummer. A lot of radar through here. It's 4 in the morning, so haven't seen any cops. I keep getting 24 band. That keeps bouncing off me, so I'm not sure where that's coming from. But decent progress. But traffic sucks. Construction sucks. Alright, somewhere in Arkansas. You know what? Eastern Arkansas, way faster than I was really expecting. A lot of truck traffic, at least this morning. The tactic is to just kind of stay in the left lane and run up as quick as you can before the trucks put the turn signal on, before they make a terribly slow pass. So you just gotta kind of stay on it until they get over. But it is nice because if you're looking in your rear view mirror and you're seeing cars come up on you, they can get blocked by trucks. So it's really easy to kind of keep track of the peripheral of other things in the area. So yeah, Arkansas, still 75. So, speeds are quick and I'm getting through pretty quick, not mad about that. This has been 10 minutes. This guy's passing at like half a mile an hour faster. I've got a Malibu behind me who's driving dead center in the middle lane. And let's see what happens when this all breaks loose. Riveting content. Something. Yeah, I don't know what anyone's. This is. Yep. Quick little gas mileage update. Almost done with this tank. I'm reeling it in a little bit just to see what. This is 80 miles an hour. I'm getting 26 miles per gallon. And I think I've gotten way over 400 miles on this tank, so I haven't calculated because I didn't reset the trip because it's so pixely. I only did it probably about 100 miles into this tank. So when we go to fill up, I'll reset it. Because it says I have 26 miles of range left, which is probably less, and I have 12 miles to Memphis, or sorry, 15 miles to Memphis. So I'm trying to find a place with food, right? So I'm gonna push it and see what happens. Yeah, that's why I risked it. Worth it. I mean, when you're driving on the road like this, sometimes you have to have some high quality nutrients. But back to the gas situation. Check the mileage. That's 430 miles to a tank at like 23, 24 miles a gallon, which is awesome. I don't think I've ever really got that out of a V8 car. So, and that was going not slow. I've got about 850 miles left, so we're gonna press on. Oh, no. It gets better. Look at those racing slicks, bud. Damn. Whoo. Shoo. Good. So another reason why Chick-fil-A, this is called a fruit. So if there's a fruit in there, don't really see these. It's kind of a rare thing on a road trip, especially one across the country. So I stopped in to grab a rare fruit. See what that does for me today. But as you see, we're in Memphis, crossing over the border. Shit, I dropped a fruit. Yeah, we're pulling into Memphis. That is the, I think that's the Bass Pro Shops pyramid. That, I think it was an old casino or something. They took it over. I don't remember what the story was, but yeah, pretty iconic as you cross over the bridge into historic, crime-ridden Memphis. I guess there's barbecue there, but yeah, making good progress. Running it. Trying to get home. But it's good being in the daylight. Definitely feel way more awake. The fruit is gonna help. So we're just gonna power through here. Hopefully cops in Memphis have better things to worry about than me. You know, I kind of like cities like that. It makes it easier. So that last little time lapse was myself having a nice gentlemanly match with a Nissan Frontier. I don't know, I didn't throw that into the category with the rest of the Nissan group, but I mean, that is a 4-liter V6, and we were not going slow up that mountain. It's the second time that's happened. The first time I was in a Jag going up 33 to the top of the Blue Ridge, and he was keeping up with me. So I don't know what it is about those little Nissans, but they must have no governor over triple digits, but good for them. Passing through Central Tennessee, still long state. This is going to be quite the haul. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's pretty much will take me, I think, a little bit through West Virginia and then back into Virginia. So, you know, coming to not the final stages. I mean, I still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles left, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, which is good. It's about 11 a.m. and I'm probably due in around 7:38 Eastern Standard Time. I have to go through Nashville still, waiting for that time to take over. So it's a haul. Tennessee, listen, it's a long state, but it's undulating. There's a little bit of twisties through the valleys, and again, not the worst state to drive through. It's just pretty long. So hopefully we'll come through this in a little bit. And there's Kentucky. That was quick. I'll tell you what, I really enjoyed running through Tennessee. That was a pretty quick state. I thought it was going to be much longer, but we were sustaining a very rapid pace. So made quick work of it. So yeah, we're in Kentucky now. I'll fix this camera a little bit. We're going to be in Kentucky for a little bit, and yeah, it's you know, I'm not saying I'm even close to there yet, but it's working out. Just went through a bunch of construction. It was pretty hot because there's 2 lanes and then another lane to the left with 2 yellow lines. So where this white line is, there was a yellow line and no one was in it. So it served as a very good passing lane. So you got no one was utilizing it. So it was like it's a little bit of highway freestyle. But yeah, other than that, still doing fine. Car's still fine. The purpose of this trip was really just to take this adventure, and it's happening. You know, just to kind of get out and see the country. You know, I just drove through the part of Tennessee, and probably we're going into Kentucky, near where those tornadoes were. If you're following the American news, massive tornadoes came through at night and ripped up a couple towns, and you could see it was either the tornadoes or the straight line winds had blown a bunch of trees and debris all over the highway and stuff. It's a pretty odd time of year to see that kind of stuff, especially in December. But yeah, again, you get to see a lot, but you know, that's part of the experience. So this is a shitty update. WAZE fucked me. When I left the last gas stop, I put in the distance, and I had 857 miles left. As you can see, I punched in this weird BMW computer. 454 miles, which seemed pretty good way back when. Well, not anymore. And so this is the problem with WAZE. It recalculated my route through Kentucky. I wasn't really paying attention. I realized I was in Kentucky. I was trying to figure out why I was in Kentucky and why my time changed. So I added an extra 100 miles and an hour of driving to the trip, having to go through Lexington instead of going straight across Tennessee, which I thought was pretty quick, into Knoxville. So, a little bit sleep deprived, you get a goal in mind, and then all of a sudden it changes for no reason. Those are kind of the subtle changes that I wasn't expecting. So this sucks. Adds another hour, 100 miles to the trip. That really, went from an 18-hour day to an almost 19-hour day at this point. So not highly recommended. So yeah, this sucks. I don't know. I guess, the worst part is WAZE isn't even very useful in this part of the country. It's wide open, it's flat. People don't really use it that often. It's way better in more populated East Coast and more, larger cities and whatnot. So maybe this wasn't the best decision. So I'm somewhere in central Kentucky. Super. Great. All right, so I've taken a moment to reflect. I've gone through the 5 stages of grief, and I'm now in acceptance that I wasn't really paying attention. I guess what happened was, as I was sitting there pumping gas, taking a deep breath, was when I drove through Knoxville, I went from, I'm assuming it's Central Time to Eastern Standard Time, where I gained an hour of time. So it went from a projected ETA of 7:30 or 7:40 to 8:40, and then it wasn't until a couple 100 miles or 100 miles there that I realized it was showing 9:40, and now my ETA is 10 o'clock. It's currently 3:30, and it leaves a solid 6.5 hours left of driving. This kind of goes to what I was saying yesterday about rationing your time, your energy, so you can do it in a casual, not strained way. And I think I'm going to go a little bit past that point of comfort. I was a little bit strained last night, trying to get in just from the lack of sleep. I guess I remember I flew in to San Jose, so I really haven't had a whole lot of sleep. I've been doing a lot of traveling, a lot of sitting. It's not really great for you. So that's kind of where, that extra hour, an extra 100 miles really bummed me out. And the other factor is that would have given me at least one more tank of fuel to get all the way to Richmond. Now, let me reset the trip here. I think I've got about 500 miles left, which means I'm going to have to do another fuel stop before I hit 64, because I'm on 64 right now, leaving Lexington, Kentucky, but when you hit 64 going to Richmond on the western part of the state, there's not much there as far as quick, easy off gas stops. So I've done it. I pulled out the stops. I got my water bottle full of pre-workout, so if my mood improves the next time I turn the camera on, that'll be why. And a Red Bull. I've increased the stimulants. I didn't want to do that so I could sleep tonight whenever I get back. But I'm having to do that. I'm enjoying a Jimmy John's sandwich, and we're just gonna have to grab another gear and push on. So luckily I got a little daylight left. We're going at a very brisk pace out of Lexington, and it looks pretty wide open. So we're gonna kind of hammer down and get out of the state. All right, for my next highway road trip conversational topic, let's discuss the shit screen. Right now, I've got a little Chevy Aveo LTZ, which apparently can go a lot over the speed limit. And to get a good shit screen, you either find a buddy, you find a wingman, or you kind of tempt one into being your wingman. There's a lot of people that are just kind of hanging out in the fast lane, that are texting or doing something, and if you go by them at just the right speed, you ever play Grand Theft Auto? You go by someone and they freak out and they just go, and they just go, and then you let that person just go in front of you, and they'll pretty much attract all the attention. And that's what I got going on right here. I'm running radar. I've picked up 2 state troopers going in the other direction, and I've got this little Avio. I mean, she is booking. I mean, absolutely booking, and I'm just hanging out behind her. So, you know, it's a good way to kind of kill some miles, takes the stress off scanning the road in front of you for the most part, and, you know, keeps things moving along at a decent pace. I think we kind of picked up this Camry, too, out of nowhere. But again, the more the merrier. And, you know, and that's to say the same thing. You know, you're watching the brake lights. You know, these type of highway roads are annoying. There's no center divider, so you kind of have to look in all directions. You're looking in the opposing traffic, you're looking at the current traffic, and kind of all over the place because everyone seems to be going the other direction and no one's coming up behind you. So we will salute the little Avio goodbye and try to recruit another one to the drive. This. I guess that's diesel. Yeah, that thing's pounded. You hear that? Woo! I was mad that I was stuck behind him, but sounds good. Alright, boys and girls, I'm in Virginia, and you know what? I was bored, and also I wanted to give you guys a quick tour of 81 North. Check it out. As you can see, as always, standstill traffic on a completely flat road on a Tuesday night at 8:30. No idea what's going on. Who knew? Thanks, WAZE. Look over to your left, you'll see some grass that might have been clipped. And on the right, you see a bunch of trucks all backed up. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff out here. If you just look for the silver lining. Oh, look, there's a road. There's some road lines and a vibrating strip. I mean, check it out. All kinds of great stuff. I love being back in Virginia. This is great. It's not the reason for the traffic, but it's a hell of a blowout. Took out his lights and everything. Like his attitude. Carry on. Well, here we go, the last turn. Pulling off of 81 onto 64 with, I don't know what this is in front of me. This is like, it's got the width of a tractor trailer. It looks like a pickup. This is like a welding rig or something. She's a big boy. Is that a trailer? I've got no idea. In other news, Santa Cruz on 81 in Virginia, the trip computer is reading 29 miles per gallon, which is wild. It's still crazy. Right, let's see what this thing is. Oh yeah, she's a stout little welding rig right there. Well, here's the home stretch. We're almost there. This has been a wild journey. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. If you're still watching the video at this point, that's truly impressive, and I probably owe you money or something. But I'm on the home stretch. It says I've got about 100 miles to go to get back to Richmond. It's going to be interesting to kind of reflect on this trip because I've kind of just been go, go, go. Once I get started, I got a problem stopping. I'm not so great at road trips when people need to get food, including myself. So this has been, this has kind of been a once-in-a-lifetime sort of trip. And the star of this event is this car. I can't really really express how amazed I am and how it's performed. I couldn't also, I don't think I could pick a better chariot for something like this. It just checks so many boxes and I'm just really surprised by it. I mean, that's the beauty of this. You know, not knowing is better. I'm gonna just finish with that. I mean, this car, it's absolutely perfect. And I didn't handpick this car either. You know, I mean, I guess that's the interesting part. It fell in my lap, and it all worked out very well. It's indiscreet. It's fast, but not fast enough to really get you in trouble. It's great on the highway. It's good on gas. It blends in. It looks kind of ratty, but it handles very nicely. No major mechanical issues. I'm not burning oil. I mean, the brakes are fine. I'm cruising comfortably. Everything works. I mean, this is unbelievable. And that mystery makes this so much better than a new car. I mean, anyone can rent a car and do something like this, but you know, having a little bit of that unknown is what really sets this off. And I'm probably blabbering at this point because I've gotten a combined 8 hours of sleep in the past 3 days. But hey, I think that's part of it. So we'll see if she can get across the finish line. I gotta name this car. I think it deserves a name. We'll work on that later. Alright, yeah, so that's me, a quick video of me driving across the country in a BMW. Hope you like it. I'm going to sleep.